Is it possible to create a new speakable language from scratch? The answer is yes, and actually people do it all the time. I'll show you how to get started with your own, but first, why would people do this? One fun reason is to use the language as part of a story. So for instance, in the Lord of the Rings series, J.R.R. Tolkien created languages for this world that he was putting his characters in. And it adds some realism because in a made-up world, it doesn't make sense that the languages would be the same as ours. And in movies nowadays, people actually pay linguists to create languages for shows. Other reasons people create languages are to experiment with some feature or maybe follow some philosophy. So for instance, the constructed language Toki Pona is all about minimalism, so there's very few words. But another great reason to create your own language is that it actually teaches you from a very fundamental level how languages work. So in learning to create one, maybe you'll learn a little bit about linguistics. The first thing you need to do when creating a new language is to figure out what you want your language to sound like. In English, we have a bunch of sounds represented with letters or digraphs. So for instance, TH is a different sound than T or H. But in your language, you could use sounds that aren't in English. So for instance, a rolled R or a rounded front vowel like U in French. So you pick a bunch of vowels, pick a bunch of consonants, and then arrange them into words. It'll give your words a consistent feel that's different from English. And when you're building words, you can use other words you've created to create new words. So for instance, your word for tree could be a compound word between tall and plant. Then you need to figure out what your word order is going to be. Do you want the adjectives to go after the nouns, before the nouns? You want the verb to be at the end of the sentence? Or maybe you don't care about word order and you can add endings to your nouns to describe where they'd be in an English sentence. So the subject goes at the front of an English sentence, but you could just put a subject suffix on nouns and then put it wherever you want. I'm kind of glossing over a lot, but if you're interested in linguistics, this is a great way to learn. If you want to learn more about making languages, look into constructed languages or conlangs. And who knows, maybe your language will be on TV one day.